Have you ever started a big project, full of excitement, only for it to fall apart into chaos and arguments? Well, that's exactly what happened to 7 kids in a peaceful little town. They formed the Forest Club with one awesome goal: to build the best treehouse ever. But instead of progress, they got delays, disagreements, and a big pile of nothing. It was a mess. Just when they were about to give up, a town legend, Grandpa Oak, stepped in. He saw their frustration and offered some simple advice. Want to see results? He asked with a knowing smile. You need to learn the habits that make people truly effective. And so, the lessons began, right there in the middle of their half-built dream. The first lesson was for a boy named Ian. He was the king of excuses. The tools were bad, the weather was gloomy, someone else wasn't helping enough. Grandpa Oak taught him habit 1, be proactive. Instead of saying, I can't, Ian started saying, I'll try. He stopped blaming everything around him and started taking responsibility. And just like that, the first real bit of progress was made. The lesson was clear. You're in control of your choices, not your excuses. Next up was Sarah. The team was working, but they were all pulling in different directions. Grandpa Oak introduced habit 2, begin with the end in mind. So, Sarah took out a piece of paper and drew their finished treehouse. It had slides, a cool rope ladder, and even a cozy reading corner. Suddenly, everyone could see the goal. They weren't just hammering random bits of wood anymore. They were building that specific, amazing treehouse. The lesson: if you don't know where you're going, you'll definitely get lost along the way. But then came another problem. Hassan wanted to start decorating and painting. It was the fun part, right? But the foundation was still wobbly. This led to habit 3. Put first things first, Grandpa. Oak explained that you have to do what's most important before you do what's just fun. So, the team focused on securing the base, fixing the walls, and making the structure safe. The paint could wait. The lesson here is a big one. Tackle the most important tasks first, not just the easiest or most enjoyable ones. Of course, with a group of kids, conflict is bound to happen. 2 of them wanted the exact same spot for their own special nook. An argument was brewing until they learned habit 4. Think win-win. Instead of fighting for one person to win and the other to lose, they figured out how to share the space. They designed it so both of them got what they wanted. No drama, no hard feelings. Success isn't about winning alone. It's about finding ways for everyone to win together. The next challenge was communication. Mina had a habit of interrupting everyone, sure that she already knew the solution. But her solutions weren't working. It was time for habit 5. Seek first to understand, then to be understood. Grandpa Oak encouraged her to just stop and listen, truly listen, to what the others were saying. It turned out the problem was completely different from what she'd assumed. She learned a powerful lesson. Listening fixes more problems than talking ever will. As they got into a rhythm, something amazing started to happen. They discovered habit 6. Synergize. Everyone leaned into their unique strengths. The one who was great at planning made the blueprints. The strongest one handled the heavy lifting. The artistic one took charge of the design. The natural problem solver tackled any unexpected issues. Together, they were an unstoppable force. The lesson was simple but profound. Teamwork will always beat raw talent when talent refuses to work as a team. Finally, after long days of hard work, Grandpa Oak taught them the last, crucial habit. Habit 7. Sharpen the saw. At the end of each day, instead of pushing until they were exhausted, they took time to rest. They read books to learn new skills. They played games and laughed, and they took care of themselves. This wasn't laziness. It was about staying fresh and avoiding burnout. The final lesson was about balance. You have to take care of your body, your mind, and your heart to keep going strong. By the end of the summer, the treehouse stood tall and proud. It was more than just a structure of strong wood. It was a monument built on strong habits. As the kids played in their creation, Grandpa Oak smiled. Success, he told them, isn't some kind of magic, it's just good habits, done day after day. The moral of their story is one we can all learn from. Great things and great lives aren't built in a single day. They're built one good habit at a time. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more stories that help us build better lives.